beauty, confidence, culture, or controversy. Kumi district recently concluded their Miss Beauty contest, and instead of a celebration, social media rose and busted. Today I'm joined with one of the organizers of the Miss Kumi pageant, and he will tell us what really happened. You're welcome.
Thank you so much, the CEO of IKOK TV, for inviting me here. And first, I want to thank the community, and I greet you. Before I go any further, I first want to correct my interviewer. It was not a Miss Beauty contest, it was a Miss Talent, whereby we're looking at a number of things.
Miss Talent or
it was Miss Kumi. Miss Kumi, thank you for that good correction. We're looking at Miss Kumi, and we're looking at a number of things. Though criticizers have come in, and me, I look at it as being naive. Instead of going further to find what was the major things the organizers were looking at when they were organizing the event. Okay,
before we go any further, you didn't introduce yourself.
By names, I'm Patrick Okali. I'm one of the organizers. I actually work together with the Kumi Entertainment family, something that we are just developing right now.
Okay, Mr. Patrick, what was the main objective of this Miss Kumi?
We're looking at how we can promote culture, and then how we can actually bring the beauty, culture, confidence, and then the idea of having a mindset of doing something in the community that will actually make the community believe that even our daughters that are growing up really can do something, can bring something impactful to the community.
Maybe to someone out there who doesn't know, what were the criteria or the processes used for?
The criteria were simple. Like the way the Miss Tourism, Kumi Heritage, Teso Heritage does things, we're actually following almost the same processes. Only that we met with challenges here and then there was resistance in the community. And that's why you see there is a lot of controversy. It started not now, it started earlier on. Because when we called for this, it was 3 months early. We wanted the contestants to apply, and then we would prepare them. Our plan was to prepare them in 3 months period of time, and also have them put in the boot camp, whereby we would take them through, and then probably we present something tangible, something valuable, something that really the community can see, and something that will sell Kumi.
Okay, you said you wanted to prepare them. For this case, how many contestants came in? When the
organizers announced this, first we registered around 7 of them. We registered around 7 of them. Remember, we're registering at no cost. There was no charge put in. The organizers were willing to put in money to make them undergo a training. So out of the 7 contestants who registered at first, when it was remaining 2 weeks, they all ran away. We could call them, and we could not access them. And that's now a time again we had to call. When we called, we now had 2. When it was remaining 3 days, because there was fear that maybe a lot is needed, people were looking at the other way, whereby you need to have your own things, you need to do other scenarios as a person. Those scenarios have to be put in media, and then they have to see it, and there would be maybe voting, a link had to be created and all that. But we had made it so simple because it was first time ever in Kumi for this to have ever done. And we were also recalling the award that we got, because in 2019 we actually had a Miss Kumi coming from Kumi. We had a Miss Teso, actually had a Miss Miss Tourism Teso Heritage coming from Kumi. And since then, we also looked at the very year, we also had Miss UCC coming from Kumi in UCC University. So we're looking at that, and we really saw that Kumi has great ladies that can actually sell. Looking at the beauty and everything that is, we have a lot of slayers, slay queens. Let me use the word slay queens.
Okay. You said the ladies started dropping. What do you think made them to drop?
I look at it as
from 7, and then they came up to 2, and if I may understand you well, even the 2 disappeared, right?
The 2 remained. We only now had another 2 when it was remaining.
What made the other
I think it was fear. Generally fear, that it was one, and then provocation from the community, just as you have seen from media. And then they're also looking at maybe the cost. So generally it was fear. They were looking at the cost and what have you, and yet the organizers were willing to take care of everything.
So now there has been a lot of criticism on media. What did you say about all this? Or what is your response to this?
I have both positive and a negative mindset about the criticism.
Okay, let's start with the negative. Then you clear the positive.
About the negative, I am happy that they have criticized much, but the organizers have done it, and the title remains. We have Miss Kumi, the first runner, the second runner, and then Miss Talent. Those titles cannot change, and they already have projects that they are running. Your criticism is selling them, has actually made them to be known almost countrywide, because I saw someone from West Nile commenting and then all that. I'm only calling them to come and see the projects that these people are doing. That is when now that's when they will believe that we're not only looking at beauty, we're looking at the cultural aspect, the confidential aspect, and then crowd pulling, what someone can do to make a team. Those are the things that we're looking at. So your criticism is very positive to us, though on the other hand is actually causing a zygomatic infection. Is causing a zygomatic infection to our miss. But one good thing, we are there. We are doing the counseling part of it, and she's strong, and we are moving on. And maybe you're trying to tell us to organize for Miss Beauty, that we shall share as a team, and then probably you will see that Kumi has the most beautiful girl.
What is the difference between these two? You're talking of Miss Beauty and then Miss Kumi. What is the difference between
when you look at,
because I think most people have misunderstood this. Most people have taken the Miss Kumi as Miss Beauty.
Yeah. Exactly.
What is the difference between these two?
The difference is not all that big. Only that in Miss Beauty, we are looking at the morphological makeup of the person, the beauty, the natural, and then the additives that either the person has added, that you look at the nails and what have you. While
the artificial,
nails, you know those things.
Yeah.
While in Miss here, we are looking at culture, and we are looking at only the natural beauty of the person. We are looking at the presentation, the confidential part of that person. How confident that person is. Does this person know more about the culture? So in another way, this Miss person or the winner, the crowned one, is supposed also to look at the other side and maintain the culture. Make the elderly people proud that we have children who can actually uplift the culture up. And that's why you see she's natural. She didn't have anything.
Okay, you talked of projects. What are the upcoming projects Miss Kumi is planning to start?
One of the planned projects and in the pipeline is actually mentoring teen mothers on enterprising skills. And already a budget has been drawn for both liquid soap and bar soap making locally The other is about menstrual hygiene awareness and education, where distribution of the sanitary pads, going to schools, teach young people, and then preservation of the environment and culture, where we have laid down a strategy on how, actually in her communication, she has planned at least to plant over 100 trees in a season, provided land is available.
You talked of teen mothers, to talk about something like teen mothers. One of the comments I saw on social media, or one of the complaints, was some of the contestants who showed interest were cut off because some of them are single mothers. How true is this?
Actually, that screening was not even done. That screening was not done. I think they have a mindset of Miss Tourism Teso heritage, because I have also always presented contestants in Miss Tourism Teso heritage, and I've never lost. At least we have ever won one title. Every year I present. So here we're not looking at that. So we didn't even do the screening. It was opened.
So there was no criteria.
There was no criteria that with this and this would disqualify you. The screening would have come in if we had registered bigger numbers. But now you register 7 in a week, they're disappearing, you're starting afresh until the last minute. So you'll find that these girls actually were quality, because we didn't even put them in a boot camp, but they were able to stand, they were able to do a number of scenarios, they were able to do a kogo dance, they were able to, our traditional wares, they were able to actually explain the beads according to their cultural taboos and norms. So these girls actually were, let me say, they were genius of Teso. Actually, each I think needs to consult these girls, and it would be a very good advantage, and it will sell our culture.
Okay. As we conclude, what are your future plans about the Miss Kumi, or generally?
It's not about me. It's about the team that we're building, and that is Kumi Entertainment Family. We actually have a number of things, and the one on pipeline is we are introducing awards for the best 15 Teso artists. Soon the links will be out. There will be a voting online, and then in May a date will be soon announced when we shall have a grand finale for this, and we shall offer the best 15 awards to the best artists. And when it comes to culture, and then maybe I don't know how we shall call it, or maybe we shall call it Miss Kumi Heritage, but as a team, that's just a suggestion. We shall share and then we shall see. But we are going to maintain this, and we shall be conducting it every year. That's why the work plan for this cohort, or for this team, is going to run for only 12 years, and then we shall organize, we shall review and see what have they done, and they will be mentors.
12 years or 12 months?
I mean 12 months. 12 months. Thank you for the correction. It's actually 12 months. Then we shall review and see what have they done, and they will actually remain as mentors. And probably current one, we are going to present her for Miss Tourism Teso Heritage, and I believe she will make it with this. If she will not make it as a Miss, she will actually make it as a Miss Popularity, and the Miss Vocalist, because she can speak and she's open. So she's actually intelligent and confident of what she says.
Okay, and then as we finalize, just the last question from here. Most people have complained that this thing was not publicly announced, or the contest was hidden. How did you advertise this? So that cost many beautiful Kumi women, or what, I don't know how to say. Most of them missed out on this. How did you advertise it?
First, I actually want to start by disagreeing on what is on the media, that this thing was not publicized. We moved to offices. The organizing committee did all what they could, and this was done 4 months prior to the eve. posters were all over. Maybe only on media it was less advertised on media because we were fearing other contestants to come from other districts. So we're looking at Kumi and Kumi as a district, and platforms that are actually being administered by Kumi people received this information. Besides, when you look at even where these girls who contested came from, they came from different sub-counties and constituencies. Within Kumi town, you will see that it is only one. But the rest, they came. The Miss Kumi came from Mukongoro, Akadot. Deep there, no village ahead. To say no village ahead, because the other side it is only lakes separating Kumi and Palisa and then Ngora. So you can see how she has lifted
from no village to
the municipality and now to the entire country. Because I think the entire world.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, now what is your message? The last message to the people who are criticizing the pageant, and then your last message to the miss they are criticizing.
To the people first who are criticizing, and not only those ones who are criticizing, even to those who are positive about it. I want to thank you for your contribution. That is what you can afford.
True.
We welcome it with a positive mind, with positive attitude. But my only appeal is that try to see anything positive in what has been done. Beauty is seen in the hands of the beholder, and we are not looking at the external. Look at the brain. I want to give you as an example. When I was in my primary, there was this ugly, shabby, I don't know the words to use to explain to her in our class, but she was ever on top, and even teachers could actually, we would hear them complain, now look at this one, the way the person is, the way but she's ever number one. So internally,
actually they always say the bright ones are those ugly ones.
I'm telling you,
because sometimes if you look at a beautiful lady, when you look at internally
what she does,
you
will see only manyanga.
Okay, let's continue.
So if I could allow, we would say nyalaka do nyalaka adama de nyalaka, but the other one. So that is my call to the criticisms. But those who are positive about it, welcome you. Let's stand together. We make Kumi the great municipality as it is, as it looks. You know, when you reach Kumi, you feel you are in London.
Actually, I also wish to relocate to Kumi.
You feel you are in London when you look at the roads and when you are just entering, then you see the lights. I think it's the most beautiful municipality in the whole of Uganda. So let's stand together and let's lift it. That is my call to everyone. I want to encourage the organizers to the Miss Kumi cohort. I really want to encourage you. Do not give up. Stand like the way you stood that day. Defend yourself like the way you defended yourself in the crowds, because most of these people who are criticizing were not even there in the grand finale. So defend yourselves and actually show the community, prove the community that you are able. We shall always feel proud of you, and even the panelist will feel proud of you. She will feel that she did a great job.
Okay, thank you. You've heard from the main host, who was one of the main organizers of the Miss Kumi actually. So you've understood, this is not a Miss Beauty, this is Miss Kumi. Thank you so much. Continue following IKOK TV on all platforms. I remain Samuel Charat.
Thank you.